nigga was like, wait a minute, what happened?
What happened? Where am I?
I
No!
didn't know I could get kicked out.
Hey. Shit, man. I was gonna continue what I was doing in life, nigga.
Nigga woke up, it was 5 years later.
This motherfucker is what's his name? Damn, I can't remember that movie. Anyway, go ahead. I'll remember it later. So what's up, fellas?
What up, motherfucker?
How you doing? We actually made it back another motherfucking week as promised. How about that? Ain't that a bitch?
All right. Look at us. We growing this shit.
I know. I'm over here smoking on this motherfucking these runts and this motherfucking some kind of strawberry goddamn dab. That motherfucker is delicious right now. I'm hungry as hell. I'm tired of the motherfucker. And I'm not the host tonight. Tone is the host.
With the most.
So, with the most jokes. Well, he got more jokes than Rob.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Damn. How you go ricochet the bullet? He shot at you off to me, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. I was just innocent bystander catching one.
I gotta sneak him in sometime. You know, y'all got more.
Damn, this nigga trying to pin us against each other. He got more jokes. Why the nigga can't just have jokes? Why?
You say he said, "Hey man, slavery, bro."
That's how you do it, yo. Niggas is always against other niggas. You know that, right?
Damn, man. Niggas
you know
an instigator.
You know how us internet niggas is. We got to start shit with the real niggas.
Yeah, so, that's the way it works. Now, if we beef with each other, we'll get more views. Nigga talking shit about each other all day.
I know, right?
Let's create a.
We changing the name of the show to Bitches and Beef. And we're that's
I'm out.
Don't try to steal my title out there in YouTube land. It's already been copyrighted. Anyway, Tone, what you got for us, man? What's the topic?
Today, man, I want to answer 2 questions I think most men never properly think to themselves. The first question is, I want to ask y'all this question. What do y'all think men actually want from women?
That's a good question. Shit, you want to go top or I go? It don't matter. Hello?
Looks like he leaving the land on the field.
Nigga, go. The short people first.
Nigga, shut your ass up.
He said,
anyway.
No, nigga, age before puberty, nigga, stop.
Gotta let the elders go first, right?
Go ahead, the male version of Wednesday Addams.
This nigga always saying a joke that nobody understand, nigga, but him, nigga. Him and all them bitches at the motherfucking convalescent home, nigga. Them the only bitches understand his jokes.
I'm handing out bedpans for Christmas, nigga. So,
most exciting thing he hear every day is bingo.
Because I'm a winner, and I like win. Anyway, go ahead, Ro. The question was, what do men really want from women? Was that the question?
Yes. Yeah. What do you believe men actually want?
All right, you go ahead, Ro. Go after you.
Well, I'll just start off by, speaking for myself, because a lot of niggas, they'll lie and say they want one thing, and then that's not what they really want. But me personally, like, just fuck with me, for a woman to fuck with me how I am, you know what I'm saying? For example, I'm a comedian, right? And sometimes I tell these hoes I'm a comedian, some of them gonna be like, oh shit, here this nigga go. But a good woman, gonna be like, oh shit, you want a comedian? I'll support your comedianism, you know what I'm saying? Like you need me to pass out a flyer, you want me to come to the show, you want me to invite somebody, you want me to, just be supportive of whatever I'm doing, and we could every man could say pussy when we answer that question. Oh, pussy, yeah, obviously, but like on a deeper level, shit, just fuck with me how I am, nigga. Let me do what I do and just come on and add to what I'm doing, and that's what's valuable to me. That's what I want. But if I ask the question for like what most men want, like they just honestly, I think it's just like they just want to feed the ego. For example, like a nigga want a baddie, right? The nigga
Right.
may not even like the baddie, but he just want the baddie so he could tell other niggas that he got the baddie. Like that's what a lot of niggas want. It's just about feeding the ego, you know, like cause nigga might have that little ugly ass bitch that he really like. However, he ain't gonna bring her outside. He gonna show off the baddie, but the girl he really like, the little raccoon looking bitch, he gonna keep her in the closet and tell her don't come out until everybody leave type shit. So that's what I think a lot of people want. And that go for men and women. I think a lot of people just want to feed the ego and show off to their friends. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nigga, I got the baddie. Like they don't really care about how a bitch treat them or anything. If they could show the world, if the girl could make him look more important than he is, he don't give a fuck. He'll tolerate bad behavior, whatever. Like he ain't even gotta like her. But if the world makes if if she makes him look good and the world gives him respect because he got that quote unquote baddie, then that's all a lot of niggas want, in my opinion. That's just an opinion, obviously, not a fact. That's just an opinion from what I see.
I feel that. That make a lot of sense. What
For
about you,
sure.
Tom?
Um, in my honest opinion, and I'm not going to speak on myself because I could say that for later. But in my honest opinion, I think that dudes they want a woman who is who has the ability to be accountable for the shit that she do. Like Rose said, somebody who's going to be supportive but also respectful. I know a lot of guys, especially guys out there, the one woman type of guys. They looking for a woman to have fidelity and not cheat on them. You know what I'm saying? Most guys, from what I just gathered from the interactions I see, guys getting themselves into, you know, they don't want they don't want the city girl. They like the city girl, low key, but that's not what they want. You know what I'm saying? They want a motherfucker that's going to make them feel like a man and also be a woman to them. But what I found is that a lot of dudes don't really know what it is to be a man, and a lot of females don't really know what it is to be a woman. So,
I agree.
in my estimation, this is at least in part why you see a lot of chaos, between both groups. And
Ah,
I think that a lot of dudes also they would like to have an easier time dealing with women, but they get a lot of misinformation and then they confuse the information within themselves, and it's not as complicated as a lot of dudes think. So I think they want the process of interacting with women to also be easier. But that comes down to who you get your advice from, in
right.
my opinion. But that's what I have to say in regards to that question.
Okay. So I would be I would say I'm mostly in agreement with you guys, but I feel like I can simplify what you guys are saying to one word. What most men want is love, not love.
All we
So,
need
so
is love,
right.
love,
And now
love.
the way I see love and the way most people are, or at least I feel believe, are trained to see love are two. I almost want to say conflicting definitions. So before I get into mine, I want to know, I'm actually what in a few words, what would you think? What would you say love is, bro?
You said it in a few words. What would I say love is?
Yeah,
Shit. Love is like it's not what people think it is. You know what I'm saying? Like love is like somebody that's going like be there for you. For example, I can give you an example to explain myself. My pops, he not really the like he ain't gonna tell you he love you. He ain't gonna tell you he proud of you. He ain't gonna tell you none of that shit. However, anytime I ever needed him, he was there. So even though he didn't tell me he loved me, he showed me that he loved me. So even if I did something stupid, he would have my back and be supportive and, show me the right way to do it, give me the consequences. Like love it's a consequence too. Like somebody that's love you, they're gonna give you consequences for your love. A lot of times people will say they love you, but they'll just let you go out and self-destruct. Like, how you love me? But they'll say the word love. For example, I got a lot of family members. They, oh, I love you, nephew, I love you, but I don't never hear from them niggas. Niggas ain't never been there for me or nothing. So the word love means nothing, but it's more of an action of how you show and just being there. Even when some we human, we all make mistakes. Like if you could be there for somebody, like damn, like I don't want to be there for this nigga. This nigga fucked up, but he human. He made a mistake, so I'm gonna be supportive in every way I can. But a lot of people think just love, like people just supposed to walk up to you and love you for no reason. Like no, love is an action. Ain't nobody gonna love you for no reason. You're going to have to do something for somebody to love or show love to you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can dig that. I can dig that. What I would
I
say
mean,
is, I
look
was,
at love as like a feeling or a noun, like a person, place, or thing. But love is actually a verb.
I agree
It's
with
an
you.
action. Like
Um, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with that. Me and you was talking about that like last week, I think, Tom.
yeah,
And
yeah.
as it goes for me, when the word love is that,
You robot out. Can you hear me?
I
yeah,
can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, you was going out. We couldn't hear you.
Okay, my bad. What I see typically is that people use the term love, but most people don't often ask those people, well, what do you mean when you say that? And
What is love?
when you do
Baby, don't
ask
hurt.
that question, at least I've found when I've asked that question, I get different answers from different people. But there is a common thread, and that common thread is basically what you was just speaking on, is that people have a tendency to define love, whether it's directly or indirectly, as like a feeling or an emotion. And if that's true, then your love can change. You understand what I'm saying? But
Yep,
the way that I define love is I take a scene out of the movie The Matrix Revolutions. If you guys may remember the scene when Neo got stuck in the train station with the Indian dude and his wife and his daughter.
yep.
And um the Indian dude's name was Rama Chandra. That's a whole nother video. But anyway, he was saying to Neo, what is love? It's really just a word. What matters is the connection that it implies. And I found that to be very significant for me. But what I came to learn about that term and what it means is that I when I said to you earlier that I agree with you, Tone, it is an action because to me, love is about sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice for this, for that, to be with this person, etc.? And I came to that conclusion reading the Bible, ironically. In John 13, it says that God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, his only son. Now, I'm not saying whether it's true or false. That's really irrelevant. The example of the love that is saying that God had for the world, that he was willing to make this kind of a sacrifice for everybody else, says says a lot to me. Not only does it say a lot in as far as how far he was willing to go, but it also demonstrate that it's just like what Tone said, it's an action. And so a lot of people, especially people who I see in relationships or in and out of relationships, they often confuse love not even with emotion, but with dopamine,
Exactly.
the feeling of it. You understand what I'm saying? And so a lot of people think they be in love, but they really don't. They be in what's called limerence, which is like the honeymoon phase of the
Or lust.
relationship. Yeah.
But even so, I wouldn't even put it with
Infatuation.
lust because
Yeah,
some people think
infatuation is a better word.
that a friend loves them. Yeah, like you said, infatuation. Some people think a friend loves them just because they say they love them. Or they, like, for instance, like you said earlier, a dude will want a baddie because his homeboys is going to give him props. That's what that's what they perceive love. That's how they transfer love with dopamine and confuse it.
Mm-hmm. I get
That's
you.
one of the ways they do it. And at the end of the day, everything they do is look. Everything most dudes do is looking for that. So like I said, it's an action. So a big reason a lot of dudes don't get it, one, which is another question I want to ask y'all, is because they don't know what they want, which was my first question, which we answered was love. The second thing is they don't even know what love is if they was to even find
Oh, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Most dudes, if you ask them, they couldn't even tell you what kind of woman they wanted,
it. Exactly.
which is why they don't have one, or the
Exactly.
woman that they say they want. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
And if they do got the one they say they want, it's the reason that they don't want them back or they leave
Mm.
them.
I salute to the homie Ebo Sosa. He says that love is an extreme passion to preserve a thing. You know
I
something?
disagree.
You not necessarily, because you can sum that up in the word that I use, which is sacrifice. If you willing to sacrifice in the gym, you go get swole. You understand what I'm saying? But what
Yeah.
I think that a lot of guys miss, and I agree with you, Tone, that guys do be looking for love. They don't say it, but they do be looking for it. But what guys don't understand is that because love is an action, when they get with these women, they don't these women don't perform those actions. You understand what
Right.
I'm saying? And that's why you see a lot of guys have so many problems. Because if she ain't doing it and she just talking about it, don't mean nothing. Because words is cheap.
Right.
Actions speak louder.
When I disagree with the word extreme.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Because I see, so like, for instance, let's say like Ro had a show, right? If Ro came out to Arizona and he had a show, and I brought my friends and family to his show, because he out here in another city that he don't really got nobody to come see him at the show, that's love.
Ouch.
You said that's loyalty or love?
That's love.
Okay, for sure.
Like, show me some love, bro. That's that like granted, that's just a figure of speech, but that's how I see it. You know what I
Everybody
mean?
want to be loved.
Giving a homeless person money on the side of on the street, that's love. You don't have to give them enough.
Mm-hmm. It's
Like how you said,
sacrifice.
it's sacrifice. You sacrifice time,
Time
money,
and your energy for
time,
somebody
energy.
else. For
I wouldn't even say
somebody
money,
else.
time, energy. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because even then, that dollar you got, you earned that. That was your time that you decided to give off to somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
You know what I
deep
mean?
right there, Tom. I didn't even really think about it until you said something. Yeah, like when you give somebody money that's standing on the end of the highway, you literally giving them your time and your
Yeah.
energy, because that's what it took for you to transform into that money. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? One form of energy into another. So yeah, that's deep. That is deep. That's deep. That's some deep shit right there, dog.
So my next question I want to ask y'all is, why do you think most dudes don't get love?
Well, number one reason, this is number one, is because they don't love themselves. Number one, like you ain't gonna get love if you don't love yourself. And
Mm.
and a lot of the times, like speaking from experience, if we talking about man and woman love, like you don't understand how to get a woman like to love you. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't understand how to get that. Like, for example, we always talk about this. Like, if you, it might sound corny or blue pill, whatever, niggas gonna roast me. But if you can, it,
You purple Prilosec pill ass. No, go ahead. I'm fucking with you.
Blueberry little
forget my
motherfucker.
shit.
Hardy Junior ass.
Get him.
Nah, but
Little Grimace.
A little
if
Grimace.
you,
Gangster Grimace. No, I'm fucking with you. My bad, bro. My
these niggas
apologies.
fucking me up, go make me lose my motherfucking thought. Goddamn, nigga.
It ain't hard to confuse such a small brain. No, I'm fucking with you.
That nigga finally had a good joke, man. You won for 100 now, nigga. You
I got one in though.
It took you 1,000 years, but you got.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna take you 1,000 years to shave off them 1,000 hamburgers you had last weekend.
Oh damn! Oh, he on.
I ain't never seen a nigga do push-ups and get a hamburger off the plate, nigga.
Hey, dude, you just seen a lot.
I'm fucking with you, man.
See Jesus turn water to wine. Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
Like
I seen Rose hold to a housewife. So yeah, I seen it. No, I'm fucking with you.
Nah, it's just like if you treat, we've talked about this before. If you treat a woman like a human and she's actually like, for example, if she's open to listening and she respects you and all that, like she'll love you for a long time. Like if you treat her like a human and you explain what love is. For example, if your girl is, niggas always talking about weight, if your girl getting fat, love ain't buying her more cheeseburgers, nigga. Like love is like, hey, like, I like eating cheeseburgers too. However, like if we gonna live for a long time, like you gotta have your health in order. But a lot of niggas think love, oh, he love me because he just like go keep feeding me. Like them people with them fucking 600-pound people, like they parents didn't love them because they was over here just constantly feeding them. Like you actually is not better in that person. But a lot of people gonna think the love is because, oh, love is giving me whatever I want. Now love is telling you what you want to hear, whether you like it or not. Like you might even hate me after I tell you, but later on down the line you're gonna think about it like, damn, that nigga actually really cared about me because I do feel unhealthy. When the other nigga, he just want to fuck you and feed you all the time, but me, I'm thinking about how your body gonna look or feel from the inside 20 years from now, And a lot of the times, like, niggas don't know that, like, that's love. Like we just said, a lot of niggas don't know what love is, and they don't love themselves. If you don't respect yourself, like, she'll never respect you. I mean, there's more to it, but like
so
that.
So you saying that niggas don't love themselves? Is that what you saying?
Most niggas don't love themselves. Let's be real, man. Because if you love yourself, you wouldn't let these hoes disrespect you. That's another thing I learned.
That's facts.
When you love yourself, you'll be like, man, bitch, I don't even want your pussy. Like, you can get the fuck out of my house. Like, that's love for yourself. Like, niggas ain't doing that. Like, if the girl, oh, well, I'll just deal with it because she got some fire head or coochie or whatever she doing for the nigga, they'll let the bitch disrespect the nigga and then claim they love themselves. You cannot love yourself if you fuck with people that disrespect you, nigga. You damn near hate yourself. Like, why are you putting yourself through this bullshit? But go ahead,
right. If you don't hate yourself, you're retarded. You know what I mean? Like,
but then again, it go right back to the definition that I gave earlier. What is love? Love is sacrifice. And as a man, you got to be willing. You got to be willing to stand on your square by yourself and say, I'm gonna have to sacrifice getting this pussy right now. It looked like it might be good because I'm not getting ready to tolerate that shit right there that she doing because it's disrespectful, or it's not something that I'm gonna allow, or it's not something that I do myself. Right. So guys, they can't. A lot of times, the guys can't get what they want out of women because they be willing to accept what they normally wouldn't. And I've been guilty of that myself. So that's how I can speak on it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah,
me personally, I agree with what both of y'all said. I think one thing y'all didn't mention that I believe is one of the biggest issues is the fact that a lot of men want the same love that women want, and not the love that is actually that will actually make a man happy, just like in the vice versa. You got a lot. Like, it's funny because we talk about it all the time how they act like the same bitches that they swear they hate so much, and a lot of them play gazelle to catch a gazelle, and they wonder why they put themselves in a position. Like, for instance, like if a girl like you got dudes out now that's like, I want to be chased or I want to be this, and on one end, yeah, that's the case, but like to say that out loud is kind of like a female. You know what I mean?
Nah,
And
you got to hit it with the. If the bitch is lying to us, we gonna lie back to them.
exactly, and shit like that. And what it
Damn.
is they can't. One of the reasons I feel like they can't get love is because they aren't trying to get it the way that they are meant to get it. Like, and I don't think so. I don't think obviously men and women are different, but I don't think we have different wants and needs. I think we perceive our wants and needs different. If you get what I'm saying. Like
Oh, for sure.
a woman will perceive a certain activity as love, but she be more connected to the feeling that it gives her.
Mm-hmm.
A dude should be able to look at his woman doing this and doing that and say, "Hey, she
She
loves me
love
because she's doing this."
exactly. Yeah,
And they
exactly.
don't do that. They don't do
And
that. Oh, don't man, she don't make me feel this way. Like, and on some aspect, I get it,
mm-hmm.
but the reason that a lot of the ones like when it comes to like chicks who obviously ain't shit, you know what I mean? I get it, but like when it ones that are shit or that are about something, but a dude would be like, well, I don't feel like this with her. You're not supposed to feel wrapped up in the fireworks of it and yada yada yada. You supposed to have comfort in knowing that you have back.
Mm-hmm.
Comfort in knowing like, hey, this person makes my life easier. That's
Mm-hmm.
love. How a man should see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This person can cover what I don't cover. This person, if I'm sick, I know this person is gonna take care of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. That's big right there. I can tell you now, man. Like if you got a female, man, if she really fuck with you like that, you'll know. Get sick and go. Had to go to the hospital. You'll know if she really fuck with
Uh-huh.
you. Because if she don't fuck with you, she won't show up.
Yeah.
And if she do
You
fuck
want
with you,
to
she gonna be right there, and she gonna try to take care of you. You know, to elaborate a little more, what on what you were saying, Tom. What a lot of dudes think love is not what it is. They act just like these women. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? In a lot of
Like I
cases, they
say,
act just like these women.
men want like women. Men want like women.
Mm-hmm.
Like shit. Just to throw this in there, like since we making that comparison, like a woman could not buy my love. Like I don't give a fuck how much money a
Exactly.
bitch spend on me. Like if you don't treat me right, I don't care about that shit. Like like it's cool. Like of course, getting gifts is cool, and random acts of service and shit like that. Yeah, yeah, that shit cool. But like it's not gonna be important to me like it's important to her. Like a lot of women, they think love is buying gifts, for example. Oh, this nigga bought me. Like it's a lot of niggas buying gifts, but they beating her ass too. You know what I'm saying? Like they spending money, but
Right.
they beat her ass, cuss her out, disrespect her, and do all kind of shit. But a lot of times women be like, "Oh, he loves me because he spent this amount of money or that amount of money." Like a bitch can't do that to me. Like I don't give a fuck if you spend $100,000 on me right now. If you disrespect me tomorrow, I'm not gonna give a fuck about that $100,000 you spent on me because, like, I don't. First of all, I can't even think of something that I would want that bad anyway that I don't want to get myself. I'm just that type of nigga. Like I take pride in working, hustling, saving up, and like just getting shit myself anyway. So, like I was saying earlier. Like
Right.
you love me, just show up to my comedy show and be supportive. Don't be like, oh my God, like you like a female. I've had this, like, they some of them might come into my life like, when you gonna get a real job? Like if I say I want to be a fucking comedian and you fuck with me, Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you ain't gonna get fucked. You be like, damn, nigga, I'm
That's
supporting this shit.
instant. That's instant dismiss. When I'm gonna get a what? When you gonna get a regular relationship, bitch? Bye.
Right.
Yeah, like,
Right.
but like, you know, some women do, like, I hear it in their voice. They like, what you do? Like, 'cause I don't even tell bitch what I do. I be like, oh shit, I'm a comedian.
Hey,
Cause
I'm
I'm
trying.
speaking that shit into it existence because this is what I really want out of life. And a lot of them be like,
Speak
like,
it to
cause that's cause you
yourself.
don't fuck with me like that. Like, if you fuck with me, you don't give a fuck. Like, I ain't ask you for nothing. I ain't needy. I don't need a place to stay. I don't
Hey,
need none of that shit
well,
from you.
here goes some game for you. It's only 4 words, and do it with a smile on your face. So what do you do for work? I do my best and smile at her. Look her right in the eyes and smile at her motherfucking ass because you letting her
Promote
know
it.
I see what the fuck you doing.
Mm-hmm.
You clocking my pockets in a roundabout way.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like for instance, I drive trucks. How interesting is that conversation going to be? You get what I'm
So
saying?
how's the road? In
It's
lines and stripes and lines and
exactly.
stripes.
You know, I mean, did they
Red
repaint the lines?
light. Red
All right,
light.
20 this week. No, motherfucker.
Right.
So see, I already know. Not that I can't have a conversation about it, but I already know it ain't gonna be interesting. I could make this shit interesting, but then I'll be faking. You see what I'm saying? So I
Mm-hmm.
say I do my best because the way I look at it, me trying to have a conversation about what I do is not going to be interesting from my point of view. You might be, she might even be interested. I don't know, but from my point of view, it's not going to be interesting enough to really have a conversation about. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I fly airplanes, bitch. Like, yeah, I fly F-16. Now that's something to talk about.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But shit, I drive a truck. Shit, she drive a car. What's so fucking special about that?
Right.
Right.
And like I was getting ready to say, the way I look at it, I pay my own rent, I pay my own utilities, I buy my own food, I got my own goddamn money. You really don't need to know what I do for work. It ain't nothing illegal.
Right. Up front, like obviously,
You
like if
see what I'm
I just
saying?
met you, like why are
Oh,
you? You know what I mean? Like
yeah, and exactly. That's a good point. I just met you. Why the fuck you need to know where I work at? I'm
Right.
a dog.
Right.
I'm a
Right.
dog. I'm a professional dog catcher. You got a dog? I'll catch it. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's like a red flag. Like the first, that's the first thing you asking me. Like, I be like,
Mhm.
shit. You know
Now,
what?
sometimes you gotta keep this in mind. Now, sometimes women will ask that question, and they do genuinely be wanting to know what do you do, because it kind of gives them some insight to who you are. But
Yeah.
it's going back, and if you doing regular shit, use them 4 words. I do my best. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
But
Because
I'm just
even if
saying.
even if I worked at McDonald's, as long as I could maintain what I got. You don't even know I work at. What the fuck you want to know? I cook fries all day.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
right.
interesting is
I
that
get that.
conversation going to be?
I
You
get
see what I'm
that, but
saying?
I get that, but I also get where Ro coming from in the sense of like, hey, just so you know off the rip, I'm a comedian. So if you ain't supporting that, this is only as far as that's gonna go. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah, I
and
could totally dig it too. But
yeah,
from the flip side, as
but
long
you
as
also
I
said that's not a
as long
regular thing too. So
yeah, as long as you ain't got to take care of me, man, and I'm not
Doesn't
gonna be
matter.
asking you for no money. It don't matter what I do as long as it ain't gonna get neither one of us in trouble or hurt, and it's not illegal. What I do,
but you know why they
it
care?
shouldn't matter because they want to know how much money you got.
Because they don't know. They
In a
don't want.
lot of
They
cases,
don't want to know if you. They don't want to know if you can take care of yourself. They want to know
they
what.
want to know if you can take care of
Yeah.
them.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
but 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 here's the thing: she can see what the fuck I'm doing for myself because my shit fly.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So
I can tell you anything at the end of the day. I
just
can
by
tell you
looking, just by
I work at
looking,
the bank.
just by like, for example, a motherfucker may come to my spot and a truck driver is not the very first thing that would come to mind. You understand what I'm saying? But that's just how I roll. You know what I'm saying? The way I got my shit set up. But yeah, I came to that conclusion a long ass time ago. You don't need to know what I do. It's not important. I ain't doing nothing illegal. You gotta worry about the cops pulling up on us. And ain't no niggas gonna roll up on us because I got beef with them. You understand what I'm saying? So,
And on top,
and it's really, baby, what I do is not that interesting, but I get paid. You know what I'm saying?
and a lot of the time, I just wanted to throw this in there. Like a lot of them, like what Tone was saying, they just want to know if you could take care of them. A lot of times, you can take care of them, but what is taking care of them? Like food, shelter, water. A lot of the times, they want to know if you can fund their lifestyle. Like,
Yeah,
I do
splurge on
good.
them and shit.
I do good for myself. Like, what I'm saying? First of all, I'm not like, I'm not a materialistic person. I don't need nothing extravagant. So for when it comes to supporting myself, yeah, honestly, right now I could bring a woman into my life and take care of her, but I'm gonna take care of you according to what I'm doing. Like, I don't care about keeping up with other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some niggas be like, oh, or women, niggas too, like, oh, I want his and hers red bottom shoes. I don't give a fuck about red bottom shoes. I want his and hers Range Rovers. I don't
Nigga,
give a
these
fuck
niggas
about
is
that.
out here. These niggas
Like,
is out here
But
wearing
yeah,
matching,
exactly, and it's not even for the
matching
love of each other.
pajamas, nigga.
That's not
yeah,
even
that
for the
ain't
love of
even
each other.
that
That's
shit
for
don't mean
everybody else to
nothing
see
to me.
y'all in love. That's for everybody else.
Exactly, and a lot of
Yeah,
times that's
I
why they
try to keep
ask
my
about the
shit
money.
private, man. I try
That's
to
why
keep
they
my
ask
shit
Like
private.
I can see if y'all had his and hers like pajamas that y'all slept in together.
Nah,
That's some
I ain't
shit that
down with
maybe.
that. We
I mean,
not
but like
wearing no
what I'm
matching
saying,
pajamas.
what
simp
I'm
ass
saying,
niggas, man. Get this
but
nigga
Nigga,
what
we
I'm saying
wearing
is
the
this.
host no
What
we
more.
I'm saying
wearing
is this.
birthday suits. We
What I'm
wearing
saying
Get
is
a
birthday
this.
suits.
matching
If it was
onesie
about
ass nigga.
love,
Don't know onesie
if it
nigga.
was about love, it wouldn't
Go
be
ahead,
something
Tom.
you displayed to the world. If it was about love,
Exactly.
it wouldn't be something you felt the need to display to the world.
I agree with you
If I
100%.
decide to take my girl out to eat today, I'm not going to be like, hey guys, I'm taking my girl out to eat today, so she feels special. This
Yeah,
ain't about her.
here's the whole fucking dinner date on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And not
Exactly.
that's not to say that, when people do it that is necessarily a bad thing, because it's not. But when you looking for external validation from other people, you will do shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you you already centered, and comfortable with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You just like, well, this is my life. You know what I'm saying?
The couples I know that I've seen be with each other the longest and I feel like love each other the most,
You,
rarely ever,
you,
really.
yeah, you hardly ever get a peek into they intimate life.
Yeah. They might go on a vacation and they take a picture of the scenery. Ooh, I'm gonna
Mhm.
post this. You know what I mean? Or they might get married and post that. Like that's
Them, be,
stuff that like
them be the best relationships. Them offline
yeah,
relationships be the best
the
ones, man.
offline ones because it's how it used to be.
That's how exactly like I met my ex girlfriend on the city bus.
Yeah,
Nowadays, you could shit a girl wouldn't even talk to you on the motherfucking bus,
and she on it with
and she be on right on there with you. But it be like that, man. I mean, I think guys make a lot of mistakes when it comes to dealing with women. I've made quite a few mistakes dealing with women myself, so I know if I made some, these niggas that made oodles of
you.
goddamn
Still, yeah,
mistakes. You know what I'm
niggas is
saying?
the mistake. You the mistake, motherfucker.
Wow. That ain't even the ism. That's the I Sam, nigga. You is a mistake.
Dog, and,
But
and
yeah,
that's.
man. I agree. I agree, man. What you was gonna say?
I was gonna say, and that's like something rampant as fuck. You know what I mean? Not realizing that, like, hey, nigga, you the mistake. You know what I mean? Like, you the one fucking up. It ain't everybody else.
Mm,
You know what I mean? You the one not loving yourself. You the one chasing after somebody else's validation to tell you the man because you got a bad bitch or you because you got a
if
nice car or you know
if
what I mean?
she
Like,
if she don't listen to you, she don't love you. If she
oh,
don't do shit for you without having to be asked because she know you like that, she don't love you. if she ain't willing to go with your motherfucking ass, if she ain't willing to be with you to the end like Chucky, motherfucker, she don't fuck with you like that.
Shit, that's one thing I'm learning too. You know what I'm saying? As the years go by, like women that fuck with you, they make things easy. Like I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of the women like that I dated in the past, they made shit hard for me, and that's my fault because I should have got rid of them bitches. But when bitches start doing shit with ease, I was like, what the fuck? Like now I can't go back to like bitches giving me a hard time. Like
Exactly.
I don't
Oh,
have to ask
I'm right.
questions like
I'm right
Because you know
there
what
with
it
you,
is.
bro.
I don't have to
I'm
ask
Because
right
you
those
know
there
what
questions.
it
with you,
is.
bro. I'm right there with you,
I can't
bro.
go back. I would rather just be by myself because once you
Myself.
experience that, you could just say, hey, you snap your fingers, she go do it. She don't roll her eyes, get an attitude, or make up an excuse. She just go
Even
over there and do
even
it.
if she
I'm
Now, now,
not
now,
going
now,
back.
now, we gotta throw a disclaimer in there for the niggas who do the bitch make my this bitch. Doing what she asks you, what you ask her to do, don't mean control the bitch. It means
Exactly. She want to
it,
do it.
she wants to do it, and mostly because if you own your shit, because what you asking her to do is not just for the betterment of yourself, but it's for both of you.
Shit, if you a slick nigga like me, you tell these motherfucking women, you tell them shit that's gonna better them. Cause I don't need
Exactly.
them. I don't need them to better me. Cause that's
Right.
my job.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But yeah, man, a lot of guys, man, they they I say it all the time, man. They make this shit way harder than they need to. And a lot of times, I believe a lot of times dudes be knowing, from their gut, this is right or this ain't right. And they just don't
Mm-hmm.
follow it. And I know this because I'm guilty of the shit too. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I know you motherfuckers is guilty. Because I'm better than you. And I'd have done it too, motherfucker.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
but yeah, man. I mean, if a woman really fuck with you, man, and and this is real because there's some more variables that go into this. Like you really need to know the woman that you fucking with. That's why it's important to talk to these women. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a reason why she act like she act. She wasn't born that way. Just like it's a reason why you act like you act, because you wasn't born that way. You
Yeah,
know,
you want to see?
we go through shit in our lives, man, and whether we acknowledge it or not, the things that we experience changes us in some kind of way.
Yeah,
And it
just
could
go.
be for the good or the bad.
Just I mean honestly, like we all, for example, we all have a little bit of our parents in us, you know what I'm saying, good and the bad way. So go look at her mama, nigga, and see how her mama act. See how her mama act with her dad or her stepdad or the nigga she fucking with.
Shit.
Good, it's a good chance that she gonna be on the same shit until you show her. I'm not saying that she can't change, but until you show her, sometimes she just don't know. Like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to act. Cause she thought the
Mhm.
way her mama act was the right way. Nah, your mama taught you all wrong. Like, and you know,
Look
some
at
of
where
them
your
ain't
mama
gonna
at.
listen to you, but you gotta dismiss them. But a lot of times you gotta show them, cause you look at their parents, it'll make you be like, God damn, now I understand. Instead of being angry and judging, sometimes you just gotta look at people and talk to them, like Top said, so you can understand why they do what they do. Now, if you
Mhm.
try to help them fix the shit and they just like, I ain't changing, I ain't doing shit, get rid of them.
You
But a lot
gotta,
of the
you gotta
times
let them go, let them
you
be.
just gotta, a lot of the times you really do gotta teach them how to move. And then the ones that's listening and you show them how to be successful, them the ones that's gonna fuck with you for a long time. You know what I'm
They're
saying?
gonna fuck with you just because they came up on your advice.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly. I
saying?
think I think we discussed this either last week or something else, or some other time where I said how like if a dude was to like how a rich dude to let his wife go get like a tennis trainer or like a personal trainer, and they end up having sex at some point because this man literally helped her sculpt her body from whatever it was before to where now she felt like she was like super shit. You know what I mean? She her own personal Beyonce, and you helped her do it. You know what I mean?
Oh.
You know what I mean? You helped her get there.
Not only that, but shit, you put it right in front of another dude. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So yeah, I mean, shit, I'm guilty of that shit too. So it be like that, man. I'm trying to tell you, it be like that. You have to be very mindful of who you dealing with. That's why it's very important to talk. And don't be scared to ask these motherfucking women questions. They ask you where the fuck you work at, nigga. Ask that motherfucker. Did you grow up with both parents? If you didn't
Right.
grow up with both parents, who raised you? Like the nigga
Exactly.
TK.
T to the K say. You know what I'm saying? And in the immortal words of the GOAT Patrice O'Neal, don't quit the bitch, teach the bitch. Because that's really all it is, too. That's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't put in time and effort with this motherfucker. If she gonna listen to you, then let her listen. If she ain't gonna
Yeah.
listen, send her ass to Antarctica.
Yeah.
And
Simple.
go find you somebody who will. Because they out there. You know? And for the guys, for you guys out there, man, part of the secret to getting the kind of woman that you want is to stop faking with your goddamn self and enumerate the kind of fucking woman that you want and stick to that.
Right.
It'll come. It might not come right when you want it, but the universe got an odd way of working. When you asking for something, it'll come. And when it comes to you, you might not be ready. I know, nigga, because I'm guilty of that shit too. You understand?
Yeah.
Shout out
That's
to
why I
Dan
never.
Class. Go
That's
ahead,
why I
Tom.
never liked the phrase "fake it till you make it." I think the term should be "act as until you become."
Yeah, true. I agree with that.
Because faking it is like, for instance, if I want to look like I got money, I throw on a suit and a tie and whatever and look like I got money. But
And go back
if I want
Bentley.
to be a person with money, I act as if a person with money would act. Not
Mhm.
throw a dress on a pig and tell me it's the beauty pageant win.
I
You
can
know what
tell
I
you,
mean?
man. I was out at the airport today, chilling over with by the small planes and shit, and I was real surprised. I seen him. I ran up on a black dude on his own motherfucking little prop plane, and it fucked me up because this is not something that we normally think about. But that to say, if I would have seen that motherfucking Walmart, I would have had no fucking idea this dude got money. Because the plane he got cost at least $250,000 or better. And you got to maintain that motherfucker.
Right.
So he
Keep
got
gassing it.
paper. You understand what I'm saying? But if you seen this motherfucker in Walmart, it would not be the first thing to cross your mind. He
And
ride
that's for
to
most of them.
the airport in a motherfucking CRV, not even a new one. Oh,
Right.
I
Right.
thought the nigga was Jeffrey coming to clean out Ball's plane. It's his shit. I was like, man, yo, that's some fly shit, nigga. Now I want a motherfucking airplane. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be like that nigga. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? But you right, Tone, and you have a very valid point. I know white people who got millions and millions of dollars. And if you see these motherfuckers, you'd be like, this nigga look like Butthead from the Beavis and Butthead show. He got pimples on his face and the nigga wear khakis. And that motherfucker could buy you.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
I
So
gotta
that to say
build a
that
mall on your
motherfuckers,
house, but
that to say that motherfuckers that got money, you wouldn't know it because they ain't flashing it. Motherfuckers who ain't got no money, you see it all like they say. The motherfucker who bark the loudest is the weakest.
Mhm.
But
I had a teacher used to say an empty barrel rolling down the hill makes more noise than a full.
trying to tell you, trying to tell
And,
you,
and
and it's fragile.
yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, like you said, it's fragile. It's easy to tear down. Once somebody see where you live, and they're like, "Oh, this is fraudulent." You know what I mean? And you can have a horrible looking house, but actually be moving with money. What's the term? You can actually you can actually have money and be working on saving money, and like you said, be in an old busted vehicle.
Oh, that's me. That's me. That's me.
You know what I mean?
All day long, a motherfucker would not be able to look at me and be able to tell you if I got any money or not.
Like,
Because
no way this nigga who using his feet to pedal his car, Flintstone style.
I tell you, man. I'm trying like all my disposable cash, shit that I could be going to parties and catching flights and buying TVs and taking out bitches. Nah, nigga, I buy stocks and crypto. So that I could retire while you niggas is still chasing these hoes. You understand what I'm saying? Cause shit changing in front of your eyes. White people magicians. They'll do a magic trick right in front of you. You won't even think it was magic. Cause it looked regular. They
3-card
change.
Monty, your ass.
They get ready to change. The world is changing right in front of your face. Niggas is on YouTube talking about getting hoes and what's wrong with these women and why we got problems. No, nigga, you need to be talking about building a rocket and putting you a satellite in space. You know what I'm saying? Designing an airplane, nigga. Niggas is small minded. That's why these bitches don't. That's why these women do to you how they do. Cause you're not really manly. You don't really do man shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Amen to that. Well, we're at the 10-minute mark. Y'all want to leave y'all final thoughts before we get out of here? Because I know Top gotta go to bed.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta make a phone call before I turn in for the night. But I do gotta get up and go to work tomorrow. This has been a very enjoyable conversation. So we got to get you to host the show more often.
Yeah, because that other nigga that be hosting is trash.
I know.
The regular host,
And
nigga,
we got
he
a
always
motherfucking height
smoking
requirement. We got a height requirement on this motherfucking ride, so you'll
weed.
never be the host, nigga.
Nah, nigga, this host, he get high, his internet all, the original internet always bad.
He don't feed his fucking hamster on his DSL. I mean his
Oh,
broadband.
nah, nigga, I got the AOL, nigga. I'm still putting the disc in the
Yeah,
drive.
this nigga mama
Listen,
need to use the phone, so he got to turn the
he
internet
start
off.
borging out
Nah,
and shit.
not the
That's when he
phone,
start borging
not the
out.
phone modem, nigga, not the
Talk
oh,
the goddamn phone.
nah, nigga. I remember when the internet first came out with them dial-up modems, and you put that motherfucking phone on it, and it's the only phone in the house, and somebody pick up the other phone in another room to make a call, fuck your whole internet connection up.
Man,
Exactly. Niggas don't know the struggle, huh?
Boy, niggas don't
man,
know the
that shit.
struggle. I remember when cable came out, and they only had like 30 channels for
I
years.
I
30
used to
channels.
hate connecting to the internet in the morning because so I used to take like 3 blankets and put it over the thing when it make all that noise. And like just hold it
Man,
into the internet connection.
they don't know the struggle, man. They don't
'Cause,
know the
get
struggle.
off that goddamn computer!
They don't know the struggle. They got it easy nowadays. I remember when you used to go buy a disposable camera, nigga. You used to have to buy the camera from Kmart and then travel 35 fucking minutes to find somewhere for them to develop the film, and it probably cost like 20 goddamn more dollars. Now
Man,
you can
Just to
take
see the truth,
now
just to find out you're a horrible photographer.
exactly, or you fucked up the whole roll and you can't go back and get the same.
Your thumb was in every fucking picture you see before.
Now, now you get to take millions of pictures for free, motherfucker. But that's just to say, to illustrate the point that I was making earlier, that the world be changing right in front of motherfuckers' faces, and they be too busy with dumb shit to pay attention. You understand what I'm saying? Like, not that having these conversations about women is not important. It is important. But as a man, it's more important for you to develop yourself so you don't even have these problems with women to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And how I know? It's because I'm guilty of the same shit too. So
well, women are
that's my closing
always,
words.
no matter how we want to slice the shit, put it, and say what should be more important, what should, be less important or whatever, nigga, women are always gonna be number one. Cause if
That's
niggas
because
can't get no
niggas'
hoes,
priorities is fucked up. That's
niggas,
all.
if
Yeah.
niggas can't get no hoes, his world is gonna collapse, nigga. Like if you can't get no pussy, nothing you do in life is gonna matter, nigga. You can go out here
You
and
know
be a
something?
motherfucking trillionaire, nigga, have a
Rocket
wife,
scientists, they don't
nigga,
get no
have all this
hoes.
shit. If you can't
You know
get no
something, bro?
hoes,
You
nigga,
know something, bro?
your life
I'm
ain't gonna be shit.
I'm at the point. I'm at a point in my life right now where I don't even really be motivated to go out and pick up women and do shit like that. Just like, nah, I'm gonna just chill back. One of them gonna come over here eventually. Just
Yeah,
watch.
but that's not regular.
I know
Most
it's
niggas do everything. Most niggas do everything for a
but
bitch,
see,
nigga. Like,
I know what them niggas don't.
yeah, that's because you older, nigga. They probably gonna go through the same little process.
Women,
When
I
you was a
know
young 20-year-old
women,
whippersnapper, you probably was on the same
even
shit.
then. No, now let me correct you. Even in my 20s, I was still the same way. I just got more like this. But I've always been the kind of dude, not that I don't interact with women, because I do. You understand what I'm saying? But like, I be real when I say I'm aloof, I be so fucking aloof. A bitch could walk up to me and be like, I'll tell you story time. Shout out to the homeboy Affy. This happened way back in like 2002, I want to say. Between 2001 and 2002. Young lady, I ain't gonna call her name. I'm gonna just call her D, because that's her first initial.
You had
But
double of them.
she was the male chick where my auntie lived at. And I would just go out and get the mail. And I would just be nice, like, hey, how you doing? Miss Mail Lady, what's your name? So that when I come out and get the mail, I could greet her properly by her name. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not, now mind you, I'm not trying to rap to this chick. And of course, when I was, in my 20s, I was young and handsome and no grays and fine than a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? Not that I'm
Back
not
when Jesus
now,
wept.
but shut the hell up. Back when Jesus was flipping burgers on the motherfucking grill, nigga. But anyway, this chick, I could tell from how she was behaving. This chick wanted to fuck with me. But I'm so aloof, I ain't even paying that shit no attention because I'm focused on this shit right here. You understand? And I always been like that with women for the most part, unless I really want to go talk to her. You understand what I'm saying? But as I've gotten older, I've got more like that. Like, fucking talk to her.
What this
You
And
went
nigga
out.
say?
no sooner than I say it, that's what happened. Hello?
Yeah, you went out for a second, bro.
Oh, I thought I'm okay. No, I was saying the last thing I said is I now that as I've got older, I've got more like that. So now
Right.
it's like it's not that I don't want to talk to females, not that I won't talk to females, not that I don't, but like I'm motivated to do other shit that is far more important to me than running behind or having to interact with women. You understand what I'm saying? Plus, I
Right.
already know. Here go the secret shit, nigga. This the magic shit. You ready? They already want you.
Boom.
They already want you, nigga. So if they already want you, you really ain't gotta do nothing.
No, they
But
don't,
let
man. I
them
gotta go
but
spend
let them
600
come
on a
get you.
date for them to want me, nigga. Shut up, man.
That's cause you
That weak
stupid.
ass game, nigga.
You a short
Nigga,
trick,
be real,
nigga.
be realistic, nigga. I gotta go spend $1,000, nigga.
It's
I gotta give her
that
my
nigga's a
last dollar
short
before.
trick, nigga. See you on Figueroa, nigga, in the video.
Hell yeah, nigga. But I ain't got it. That's only $40, nigga. $40 give me a long way, nigga.
It's 40.75 with inflation, nigga.
$80, I get two bitches. I ain't
But
gotta go be a passport bro,
that's
nigga.
the
I go get
secret
two
shit.
bitches on speed.
83.95, nigga.
Hey, but that's the secret shit right there, yo. If you doing your thing and you ain't focused on nothing but you and doing your thing, trust me, they are watching. They only ask you they only ask you what you do to see if you lie, because their girlfriends had already gave the scoop on your motherfucking ass. I keep trying to tell you niggas, they move like the mafia. They already know
Mm-hmm.
everything about you.
Mm.
And you ain't even met them yet. How about that? Ain't that a bitch?
Yes, it is.
But that's my closing words, man. Great show, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Tell them where they can find y'all, man. You know, and then we gonna get up out of here.
You know where you can find me in between your goddamn auntie or your mama thighs, nigga, any goddamn weekend.
Well,
I'll motherfucking toy and turn her goddamn ass out, nigga.
Yeah, with them long ass titties, nigga. She be standing up. He gotta lay down to suck the motherfuckers.
You caught him on the air too.
Titties look like Christmas stockings, nigga.
Okay.
Titties so long she got fishnet. Titties so long she got a fishnet bra, nigga.
Look like a bag of beans.
Like a bag of marbles.
Why her titties look like a nutsack?
Yeah, shit look like them. Homie don't play that socks. Remember, homie?
Right, swear to God. Knock a nigga out real fast.
Hey, bro, stop talking about your
nunchucks and shit.
I can't let you disrespect my woman like that. Hey, why I oughta?
He said, why? They stupid.
Y'all can catch me, you can catch me right here Monday nights at 9 p.m. with these two motherfuckers when we here. Because y'all don't want to give us no motherfucking money. You half-ass want to give us an ear. But
a quota, please?
Or you can catch me on Instagram. You know the motherfucking name. The Incredible T.O.P. Expert Level Unk. Come fuck with me.
Shit. Go ahead.
I'm not a comedian, but I am funny sometimes.
Mark Mo Comedy for me. Follow me at Mark Mo, MARKMO Comedy. If you can't spell comedy, you don't need to follow me, dumbass nigga. But that's where you can catch me at.
Right. You can also catch me here on Mondays when Top ain't tipsy on the juice. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or you can follow me on Instagram at ToneYouAFool. I ain't really messing with no other socials right now. I can't do TikTok because I just can't do it. But like I said, y'all catch us here next Monday, God willing. Appreciate it. Appreciate Tom letting me run this show.
Top willing. Next week, the short nigga is gonna host the show, so it's gonna be a short show.
It's gonna be a blue pill extravaganza. Show you how real men act, nigga. What you talking about, man?
This gonna be a blue pill extravaganza.
Now y'all see why I fuck with these niggas. These niggas be extravaganza. Hey, nigga, that's gonna be the name of our new show, the Blue Pill Extravaganza. Yo, but anyway, I appreciate you guys for coming through, doing another show. Hopefully we be here next week, Monday, 9 p.m., same place, same time. Y'all know what it is. If not, come fuck with us on our socials. And I'm pretty sure if you were in the area, in Tone area or Row area, some funny motherfuckers, they probably got a show. Holla at them. They might get you a discounted ticket. I don't know. I'm just saying.
If you bring an eighth, anything can happen.
I know that's right. Homie Emo Sosa, Naniwa, and Joe Blast, and any of you motherfuckers out there secret watching, make sure you hit the like button. I appreciate it. Leave a comment or your auntie phone number. We'll holler at you motherfuckers next week. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.